you guys have a question, raise your hand and we'll get the mic to you. We actually have the mic, so they have that all to you. Start here. On the left, John.
Coach, is that as well as you've seen Shea play over the course of his time here?
There's so many guys who played well today. Just about everybody really played great. The whole team. I mean, everybody. It was just good football. You know, offensively, defensively, special teams. There's going to be a lot of people to talk about that had great performances. But we can start with Shea. Sure. We getting the ball to 9 different receivers and. Pretty cool. Somebody told me he broke a record for the most passing yards in a Michigan quarterback in a Michigan State game. 384. The old record was 285 by Tom Brady. So by 99 yards. I mean, I call that a whale of a game. Yeah, that's a heck of a game by the kids. So you know, he was really good all day, sharp in every way. Whether he was seeing the field, making the throws, picking up the 3rd and 29, and great job by the receivers. Ronnie Bell, you know, that was a career game so far. It's a young career, so there's more to go. But he was really running good and hard. I mean, it was very it's hard to tackle Ronnie Bell today, and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Their run after catches were really good. I thought both offensive line and defensive line were really physical and played exceptional. The linebackers, the secondary, the 2 interceptions were huge. Ambry and Levert. Thought Aiden, he was like a guy possessed out there. It was fun to watch. Quiddy Bay. Mike Dane had a big game. So many guys played really well. The tight ends, thought they were as good as they've been all year, catching the ball, blocking, doing everything. Khaleke Hudson, that's got to be a record. Talking about records, there's got to be a record for the most blocked punts in a career at Michigan. I think that's his 6th or 7th since he's been here. You know, just everything really good. Great win.
Over here on the left, Larry.
Jim, on the last touchdown pass, can you tell us what your reaction was when you knew that was the play? And is that just a sign where just running out the clock and settling for, you know, a lesser margin is not what you're looking for, looking to score and keep your foot on the gas?
Yeah, it's 3rd down, and it was a run play. Cornelius I'd never really seen him run that play before, but I was hoping he knew what to do. And it's a bluff where he blocks, fakes like he's going to block, and then releases downfield on the throw. And Shea threw it really early. I mean, he had to throw it early, and it was great to see Cornelius, some of those young guys, you know, getting in there and making plays. Giles Jackson was really good in the return game along with Donovan, and you know, got us going on a reverse early. Was running really good too. One other sweep and a reverse. He was running hard and good. And then Mikey Sanders still had a nice catch early in the game, a tough catch where he had to go down to the ground to get it. So many guys played really good. Played some of their best football. I mean, that's the thing I'm really happy about. Great defensive performance. I thought the coaches did a tremendous job, and it really showed. Josh Gaddis and the offensive staff really had this game plan wired. They even felt like they had predicted what some of the adjustments were going to be in this game, and just about everyone was right, and called the plays that worked right into our advantage. So I got to give them a lot of credit. Josh called a great game, and same with Don Brown. Another really good defensive performance, and their special teams was great. Quinn Nordine, you got to give a lot of credit to Quinn. Comes in, hits a 49-yarder from the right hash. He told me when I was recruiting him that someday he was going to kick a 49-yarder from the right hash to beat Michigan State. So it was kind of a cool moment after he kicked that when I walked out there and reminded him of that. That was a big kick at that point in the game. Yeah, really proud of the team.
On the right, Steve?
Jim, if you could talk about the 98-yard drive and what it provided your team beyond the points. And it started with that 3rd and 7 pass, that getting the ball to Donovan for the 8-yard pass.
Yeah, 98 and a half, really. I mean, to be exact, our longest drive of the year. It was a great drive. I think we put together, maybe it was 5 first downs, and then the touchdown, or 6, one of the two. But it was just good football. It was just, sound football. The running game was good. Getting sometimes 3, 4, but it really opened up some of the RPOs and the drop back passing game. Bubble screens were really effective on that drive and throughout the entire game. And the execution was just there. It was just really good and on point today.
Jim, when you got the ball from Shea at the end of the game, he took the knee and ran over you.
Yeah.
Describe the emotions at that moment and reflecting back on the whole game.
Oh, I told him before he went out to take that snap, I said, now, this year, after you get take the kneel down, keep the ball, and don't throw it up into the air, because he had a heck of a game, and I thought he should have the game ball. And he said, I got another plan. What? And he goes, you'll see. So he came over and gave me the ball, and that was neat, but went back into the locker room, and it's now in his book bag. So in his backpack, I shoved it back in his backpack. He had a whale of a game. He had a great game. I mean, that's just a great game by a quarterback that he had. It's a good job.
On the left, Ethan?
Jim, just to follow up on that a little bit, what are the emotions like for you after a win like this?
Happy, really happy. It's a big game. It's for the state championship, 112th version, and now our team, everybody that's in the locker room has the advantage. Fifth-year seniors are 3-2. The seniors are 3-1. The sophomores are 2-1. Or check that. The juniors are 2-1. Sophomores are 2-0, and the freshmen are 1-0. So it's a big program win. Makes me very happy.
On the left, Rainer?
Overall, what did you think of the creativity of the offense, and knowing the way that Michigan State plays defense, how important was the pre-snap motion to kind of change the balance of the formations?
Yeah, Josh had a great game plan, and the entire offensive staff did a tremendous job game planning. As I said earlier, they really put together a tremendous plan. It was, and even predicted some of the adjustments. So it was fun to be a part of. And then fun to watch the players execute it. Really almost. I can't think of too many mental mistakes or mental error. Flawless in a lot of ways. I'm sure we'll look at the film and there'll be a few things here or there, but it's as good as I've seen them play. Across the board as a team, it's sound, good, solid football, good execution, good planning, good result.
On the right there, Bo?
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the offensive line, the physicality, especially on the left side, which 74 and 75 today? That line was acceptable, kind of just getting you guys to advance the ball like you guys did.
Yeah, for sure. Ben Bredesen, John Running, it means so much to them. I talked about Aiden being kind of like possessed. I mean, I could see that in Ben Bredesen too, and John Runyon, Michael Wainu, same. You see how much it meant to Caesar. Who came back in the ball game, and Jalen Mayfield was he was a little too emotional at the beginning, but he settled down and really played well, and really got into a tremendous tremendous football game. But the five of them really, I mean, they were very physical, and they executed at a really high level. I thought both of our lines, offensively and defensively, played really good. Great games.
On the left here, Wojo.
Jim, this has always been a emotional, physical, sometimes bitter rivalry. Level of satisfaction that you get out of winning the way you guys did after some of the disappointments of previous years against your rival, how satisfying is it to win the way you did?
I've answered that a couple times. I mean, I'm happy, very happy, very pleased with the way our players played, and our coaches coached, and you know, to have a game where you know, so many players played really well, just you know, 10 out of 10 happy.
On the far right there, Austin.
Yeah, Jim, just to follow up on that, you probably anticipate that it could be a physical or a chippy game when you play Michigan State. Overall, how did you feel like you guys handled that in terms of community?
I thought we did really good. I tell the officials were calling a tight game at the very beginning there, and I thought they did good. I thought really disciplined football. I mean, that's. I thought our team played really disciplined, played really well, executed extremely well, did their jobs individually, and also just had fun. They looked like they were having fun out there, just playing with the light heart and you know, wanting to play ball, you know, and having fun doing it. So everything you want for your team and your players.
Good time for a couple more. Start on the left, Aaron.
Jim, earlier you mentioned the receivers, the yards after catch. How much of that is a function, you think, of the offense kind of finding its way the last few weeks?
Ronnie Bell, you know, as I said, had a tremendous game. He was making, I think he had 7 of those catches, 7 of the 9 in the first half, and all big plays. I mean, and all over the field. I mean, bubbles, and then yards after the catch. You know, running physical and tough on the boundary, not looking to step out of bounds, and coming out the other side and making the first downs. Over the middle, you know, right in there, making the tough plays and catches. Blocked really well too. You're going to see a lot of good blocks by Ronnie. When he didn't have the ball, he's just played really good and tough. He's a real football player. And Donovan, you know, same thing. I mean, he's got the ability to elude and also outrun people. And good to see him getting the ball and making those type of plays and finishing in the end zone. Just tough guys to tackle, and they were determined runners when they had the ball.
Last question, Nick.
Jim, you guys asked the quarterback to handle the ball a ton. That's part of the reason why you put the offense the way it is now. With Shea, can you kind of walk us through sort of the progress he's made in the last maybe 6-7 games here in terms of all the reads you guys asked him to make? And it feels like right now it's like second nature. Is this what you sort of envisioned in terms of, you know, him seeing the field and him seeing those reads and making the right decisions?
Yeah, I mean, I've been happy with Shea, you know, ever since he's been here, you know, from the beginning. And I think he's a great player, he's a great quarterback, great competitor, just the kind of guy you want playing quarterback. I walked you through it enough.
That'll work. We'll take it.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
We'll bring the players in here.